Hello, I'm Ryan,
I'm Judd.
and welcome to Bedlam Gaming episode number 2. And today we want to talk about the NES Classic Edition. Now, recently, if you've been paying attention, you may have heard that the NES Classic Edition has been discontinued. And I wasn't expecting it to be discontinued. I thought that this was going to be a situation like Amiibo, where eventually, even though at first I wasn't able to find certain ones, eventually I was going to be able to find it. So I thought eventually I was going to be able to find the system, but apparently the last shipments are going out this month in April, and I still don't have one of my own, but I'm still looking, and so I'm hoping that I do find one eventually, because I don't want to pay crazy prices for it.
$300-ish.
Yeah. I did actually see some today on eBay lower than that had like some stuff thrown in, like some extra controllers and stuff. So I don't know. Around $200, but that's around where I'm seeing them right now. $200 to $300 people are charging, and people are buying them for that much. So it's crazy for something that costs $60.
Yeah. I guess it shouldn't surprise me, considering Nintendo's done stuff like this before. Just making something that's really desired, and then just not making enough of them, and discontinuing them. The thing is many people want to buy these things. A lot of people. It's people wanting to give Nintendo money. Certainly they can't be that costly to manufacture. I mean, if they really wanted to do it, they could just make money hand over foot. But, who wants profits, right?
And there are several theories about why they did this. Nintendo claims it was always intended to be a limited run.
Yeah.
But the issue is, they were never on the shelves for people to just find. Like, if you came, the day they came out, which I should have done, and that's on me, I should have gone and camped out early that first day to get one. But I didn't do that, and so I missed out. And I know people have found them since then, but they've been going to stores right when they open and finding them, and they sell out right when they come in. And all the stores tell me that they don't know when they're getting shipments in, so they just, whenever Nintendo sends them to them, they get them, and then they sell out right away.
Which I find a little difficult to believe, because I don't know how you can operate a store where you don't know when or what shipments are coming to you. But then again, I don't work at Target, so I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe people just show up on their doorstep saying, "Oh, we have a shipment here. Would you like it?"
But that's the story. Some people think it's they claim it was a limited run. Some people think they're discontinuing it because they're going to start announcing the Virtual Console games for the Nintendo Switch, and they don't want to cannibalize those sales. And
Which
then
wouldn't happen, in my opinion.
And then there's the reports today that the Super Nintendo Classic Edition is going to be announced and going to be coming out. So that's not an official announcement yet. That's just a rumor that some inside source supposedly at Nintendo told somebody, but we don't know that for sure. That may not be happening at all. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And I won't make the same mistake. I'll be sure to be there day one to get one.
I would be surprised if they only made 1,000. And we're like, oh, we don't want to make money, so here you go.
But in any case, this is not mine. As I said, I don't have one. Judd does not have one.
I don't have one.
This is my girlfriend. She's letting me borrow it right now for this video. Her dad just happened to buy one the day they came out, and then she just found out like a couple weeks ago that he had bought it, and he's never even used it or opened it. He just bought it because he thought it was a good deal. So he asked her if she wanted it when she found it in his house, and she said yes, and so he gave it to her. So I've gotten a chance to play with this a little bit. I played some Ninja Gaiden on here and some Bubble Bobble. But it's a very neat system. I do want to get one of my own. And yeah, I have a lot of these games on my NES. It's just neat to have a little tiny plug-and-play system. It's just nostalgic. And the collector in me would like to have one. Well, the day they announced it was getting discontinued, I was actually looking a couple days before that at eBay prices, which were around $120. I saw one listed for buy it now, $120.
And you should have taken it.
And I was waiting until I got paid on Friday, and I was going to go ahead and buy it. Thursday, they announced they were discontinuing the NES Classic Edition. Thursday, that $120 NES Classic Edition on eBay got taken down by the person who put it up, and then he put it back up at $300. So I missed it by that much on getting it for just like twice the price, which I was willing to pay. So instead I ended up buying this. Now this is mine. This is the Japanese Famicom Classic Edition, and this as well. You can use any USB plug really, but I wanted to get the official. I just picked up the official one that they released. Now I got the Famicom from a store in California, and I got the adapter from Amazon. Now we're gonna unbox. Well, this has been unboxed before. I've not opened this yet, but we're gonna unbox this. We're gonna just let you look at both of them and see what they both look like. But I do want to talk a little bit about. They're pretty much the same thing, except with the exception. Well, first of all, things on this system are in Japanese.
Yeah, I can't understand anything.
This is in English, of course. There are some games that are different. So, the NES Classic Edition, the games that are exclusive to it, that are not on the Famicom, are Bubble Bobble, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, Donkey Kong Jr., Final Fantasy, Kid Icarus, Punch-Out, Star Tropics, and Tecmo Bowl.
Well, Punch-Out's on here?
Yeah.
Not on here?
Not on there.
Oh, they missed out.
Now on the Famicom Classic...
Is that River Street Ransom?
Yeah, the River Sea Ransom.
Yeah.
The games it has that this does not have are Atlantis no Nazo. Some of these I may mispronounce. Downtown Street Challenge, Final Fantasy III, Mario Club Golf, River City Ransom, Solomon's Key, Supari Sumo.
Must be that one.
And, yeah, probably. And Yayar Kung Fu.
Hey, Dr. Mario.
And so, those are the only ones that differ between the two systems. One other big difference is this comes with one controller that looks like a classic NES controller. It's the same size as a classic NES controller, and it plugs into the system. It has the same kind of plug that would plug into the bottom of a Wiimote. This has two controllers, and like the original Famicom, they are attached to the system. Because they're attached to the system like the original Famicom, they are in scale with the tiny mini Famicom, so these are tiny controllers. But you get two of them.
So, but they're smaller than this.
Oh yeah, but they're smaller controllers.
That's odd. Okay.
I understand why they did that, because they wanted, to be a faithful reproduction of the Famicom. I understand.
I always thought it was odd that the controller wires came out the sides of the Famicom controllers, whereas with the Nintendo it comes out the top.
Yeah, and they're attached to the system.
Yeah, that too is odd.
So those are what we're looking at. We're going to unbox these. Later we'll be doing a review of the Famicom Mini, which unfortunately I won't be able to play like Final Fantasy III on here because I can't read Japanese, and I'm sure there's a lot of, I could probably play it, but I mean there's a lot of stuff without looking at a guide and seeing what I'm supposed to do I won't be able to do.
Yeah.
River City Ransom as well. I mean I have it for my NES, so I've played it, and I could probably make my way around it pretty well without necessarily having to talk. But there is I know there's a lot of there's shops and stuff in that that'll have dialogue like that.
Double Dragon 2.
I do like that this has all of the box art, and we'll get a closer shot before we open this up, but this has all the box art for all the games on the back of it. And this just has box art for some of the games on the back of it. But anyway, stay tuned, we're about to unbox it. So if you can see this in my hands, this is very tiny system. I went ahead and got this out because it's been unboxed. We're not doing an unboxing of it. But you can see this is a normal sized NES controller. And it feels like an NES controller, pretty much.
Yeah, it does.
Which is a very good thing. It
feels solid.
A good controller. Alright. So now so this is the plug that I bought specifically for this system.
It's like a phone charger.
Yeah, and I might have even been able to use just my phone charger to plug it into, but that's our plug, which I'm just going to leave out since I'm going to plug this in after this review to see how it looks, which we'll report on in a video next week. Now for this system itself, and let me go back to the NES.
What? An instruction booklet?
The NES Classic Edition has this poster.
Oh, it's a poster. I'm sorry.
And
here I thought they were getting really nostalgic and actually include actual instruction booklets. Oh, you can get coins.
Well, yeah. I just don't want to show the password on the video. So it's a poster with the NES one. I like it. It's pretty neat. And the back of it has instructions.
They got really lazy. It didn't include an instruction booklet. That's one of my pet peeves about gaming today. There's no instruction booklets. Back in the day, they just had these robust instruction booklets that told you the storyline and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Artwork, great.
So this is the box for the NES Classic Edition. Back of the box. Sides. Alright. So now, I'll bring this back over in a minute. Once we have this out.
It's the cutest little system you ever saw.
So Famicom box.
It's like Famicom.
Back. Sides. Alright.
I wonder how much a factory sealed Famicom would run.
I'm not sure. Like I said, I was looking at
NES? Or less than NES?
probably around the same, I would guess. I don't really know. So let's open the box. It also has a little thing in here, but it doesn't have a poster.
Guess they don't like posters in Japan. I'm just kidding.
We have a instruction booklet for the system, I guess.
A pamphlet.
I don't know what this is. I can't read any of it.
How are you going to install it then?
Another little pamphlet thing and My Nintendo code. I don't know if I can use this one.
I would try.
I'm going to try to use it, but I don't know if I can use it on my accounts. It's my accounts for the American club. And this is the Japanese, system and everything. So it's possible that I can't even use that. But we'll see. Oh. And we have
You can create a Japanese account.
the Famicom Mini itself. And its two controllers. Alright. So,
Wow. Wow. That is...
The store on the sides, just like the original.
That is really freaking weird.
Now the Famicom is something I've also been looking into getting, like an actual original Famicom, and they're actually not badly priced right now. So I'm eventually going to look into getting one of those and getting whatever adapters I need to play it on a American TV. But this is the system. It is very small and.
They were top loaders, right?
Yes,
Famicoms?
and the disc system attached to the bottom side. And here they are side by side, the Famicom Mini and the NES Classic Edition.
I always thought it was funny that the mechanism for the classic Nintendo actually bent the insertion prongs, and a top loader was always the more the better way of actually loading a game. But
So,
I like the toaster design on the classic.
yes, I do too. I like this design too. I like the colors. This is the power cord.
Standard USB cable, as you can see, and it's got a little micro USB.
And our HDMI cable.
Ta-da!
So that's everything we need
Regular HDMI.
to play the Famicom Classic Edition.
These controllers. Wow. That is tiny.
Yeah, that's something that, I mean, I think I'll be fine.
I mean,
with
I'm
it.
going to be okay with it. To be honest with you, since we've done our Switch review, or unboxing, we haven't done a review yet, but this feels a lot like holding a Switch controller sideways.
Oh yeah, like a Joy-Con?
Yeah, like a Joy-Con sideways. It's not that, I mean, it's about the size of a Joy-Con. Now,
Yeah.
I want to say the spacing for the buttons are better because you have the D-pad and the A and B buttons over further, you know, so that feels better. But size-wise, it's small, but it doesn't feel too bad. I mean, the D-pad's responsive. I mean, it seems pretty.
Yes, it's
Pretty
power
good.
button, reset button. But yeah, we're going to try it out, and we will do a video review of that and have that out for you either next week or the week after, because we do one of those weeks is hopefully going to be our Breath of the Wild review. I could go ahead and beat Breath of the Wild now, but there's so much I want to do before I finally go face the end of the game. So, and I want to do that first. I think you can still play after you beat the final boss, but I do want to go ahead and get the rest of the shrines and stuff before I do that. In any case, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed just some of our thoughts and getting a chance to look at both of these. And we will let you know how it is. Thank you so much.